Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Fall Classic Baseball. We are playing a little bit in 1993. If I can get all of my bullshit out of here. I hate this. I'm on my laptop now, and it's got some weird shit on it. So, of course, I'm trying to record, and everything's going crazy. Um, we have the Braves at the Cubs, and the 7th of April, 1993. We have the Braves lineup is going to be Otis Nixon, center field, batting first. Jeff Blauser, shortstop, batting second. Ryan Gant, left field, batting third. Terry Pendleton, third base, batting fourth. David Justice, right field, batting fifth. Brian Hunter, first base, batting sixth. Greg Olson, catching, batting seventh. Mark Lemke, second base, batting eighth. And Steve Avery, pitching, batting ninth and on the mound. So everybody's first turn through the rotation. There's not a whole lot of stats to pass on yet. For the Cubbies, we have Willie Wilson, center field, batting first. Ray Sanchez, shortstop, batting second. Mark Grace, first base, batting third. Candy Maldonado, left field, batting fourth. Sammy Sosa, right field, batting fifth. Steve Buechele, third base, batting sixth. Jose Vizcaino, uh, second base, batting seventh. Matt Walbeck catching, batting eighth, and Greg Hibbert on the mound pitching and batting ninth. All right. Today we'll be using my. Let me get rid of some of these other things that are in here that'll cloud up my playing. All right. Today we'll be using my version of Excel for the game. Greg Hibbert facing Otis Nixon. Hibbert's got his good stuff today. He had 31 games started this season, 15 and 11 with a 1340 whip. I think like the lower it, well, I know the lower is the better. I'm not sure what a good whip is. Like I was saying earlier, I'm still trying to figure whip out. So I know that the more towards 1,000, the better, or more towards one, the better. But I don't know what's like standard. I do know if you get like the 2 to 3, you're in bad shape, though. Anyway, Greg Hibbert against Nixon. We're going to go ahead and hit the pitch. 42. That's usually going to be a walk, but he's got good stuff today, so that's not a walk. That's going to be an out. Nixon goes down 1 to 3. And Jeff Blauser. Jeff Blauser comes up. Jeff Blauser's 333 so far this season. Pitch to Blauser, 35. 35 is a blank here, single over here. Blauser gains first hit and brings up Ryan Gant. Ryan Gant's batting 333 too. Gant's not a good hit and runner, so we're just going to straight up bat. That's a 13 for him. That's an out. The out is to center field. Runner holds. 2 down. I don't like the Braves because I'm a Phillies fan, but they had a good team this year. They had a good team for a while. They still got a good team. I don't know. Every year they're in it. I wish the Phillies could figure out and do something the way they do something because we're usually struggling to even stay in it. Like this year, we're in the pennant race for the wild card. I want a division again. Terry Pendleton, third base. He's 375 so far on the season. Pitch to him, 2 out. 65, home run against the pitcher. Ouch. 1 to 7 for Hibbert. We have a 4. We have a home run. Pendleton pops one out of the park. It is now 2-0 Braves. That is his first home run of the season. And that's not a good way to start, especially he's got good stuff today. David Justice will step to the plate then. He is batting 250. He has a home run in the season already. Pitch to Justice, 65 again. Are you freaking kidding me? Back-to-back home runs, and that is his second of the season. He hit 40 this year. Holy crap. Where did that come from? They've just jumped all over Hibbert here with 2 out. Brian Hunter will come up. Brian Hunter he's only batted once. This is his first game. Basically, he pitch hit once. 63. going to be blank space out. It's going to be a out 5-3. Get out of the inning, but they give up 3 runs. Not how he wanted to start out. Out 5-3. Come on, Greg. Don't act like you've done this before. All right, Willie Wilson. Willie Wilson will come up for the Cubs. Cubs need something. They're 0-2 starting out the season right now. Wilson, 37-year-old. Against Avery, 23-year-old. Avery, 35 games start, 3 complete games, 1.161 whip. I do know that's good. 18 wins, 6 losses. Against Willie Wilson. Willie Wilson's about a 258 this season. Pitch to Wilson, 46. We go to the park card. He does not hit any home runs off of it though. 12 is going to give us a roll again, so we're just going to roll again. 25. 25 is an out. Wilson's out. Fly ball to center field. 1 down. Brings up Ray Sanchez. Ray Sanchez is still looking for his first hit of the season. Played 105 games. 25-year-old. Pitch to Sanchez. 45 is a blank over here and out over there. He goes down. Another fly ball to center field. 2 down. Mark Grace. Mark Grace comes up. 29-year-old. Mark Grace is always a good player. 14 homers this year, batted .325, played almost every game. Against Avery, here comes the pitch. 23, that's going to be an out. Fly ball to left field. 1-2-3 down go to Cubs, and it is a 3-0 ball game after 1. And that brings up Greg Olson, the catcher. He's still looking for his first hit of the year. The pitch to him will be 16. That's going to be an out X. Would have been double play if somebody's on. Nope, fly ball to center field. Out F8. They're not all double plays. It just makes it easier to get one if you're a out X. Mark Lemke, the second baseman, batting .375 so far. Pitch to him. 16 again. Out X. Same result. Line out the shortstop. L6. 2 down. Steve Avery, the pitcher. Avery is not batted yet. Pitch to Avery is going to be a 35. 35 is a freaking single right off the bat. First at bat of the year, and Avery gets a single. Brings up Overton Nixon. He's still looking for his first hit, but he has walked 5 times. Pitch to Nixon, 33. That's going to be a problem. Single plus. He's going to be base with another single, and Hibbert is not having a good start here. Jeff Blauser. Blauser's on 2 2 out. Pitch to Blauser, 24. Hit by pitch 1-16. We have a 4, -2, 1-12, 14. That's a hit by pitch. Not having a great outing. And this is how he's pitching with good stuff. I'd hate to see what it's like with bad stuff. He's just not getting the rolls. You don't get 65s in a row like that with low 20s all the time. It's just not his day, that's all. Ryan Gant, bases loaded, 2 out. Pressure situation. Gant flew out the center his last time up. He's batting .300 so far. Pitch to Gant, 45. 45 is a out. Fly ball to left field, and he gets out of the inning. But it was not a pretty inning, and so far he has been struggling through 2. Candy Maldonado, about 167 so far. Pitch to Maldonado, he's 186 this year, struggled. 24 is going to be hit by pitch 5. -5 can't be hit by the pitch. So that's going to be an out. F8. And that'll bring up Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa, the roll for Sosa is 16. Strikeout. Sosa with the big strikeout. I forgot to look at how many home runs he had this year. I forget. All right, Steve Buechele comes up at 286 so far this early in the season. Pitch to Buechele, 21. Strikeout there too, so Avery's getting the job done, and he doesn't need any help. 3-run lead, he's just coming out mowing them down. Terry Pendleton's up for the Braves, 444 so far this season with a home run and a double. See if Hibbert can settle it down here real quick. Pitch to Pendleton, 12 is an out. 6-3. One down. He seems to have more trouble with two out. David Justice will come up. He homered his last time up. 55, going to be a homer, 1-10. No, going to be a double for Justice, and Hibbard's still having trouble here. They're just hitting him hard. Brian Hunter will come up. He's batting. He's had two at bats, no hits yet. Pitch to him. 54. Go to the 54 chart. We don't pass the KD. So 54 chart's a wild pitch or a pass ball. We got to roll a D20. And he is a 1-7. So a 6 or 7 would be a pass ball. 1-5. I mean a 1-5 pass ball. 6-7 a wild pitch. We get a 14. That's going to be an out. I think that's an out. 4-3. And I forgot that runner does advance on that. Out 4-3. All right, Greg Olson comes up, flew out his last time up. Pitch to Olson. 33 is going to be a problem. Walk. Hibbard's having all kinds of problems hitting batters, giving up the long ball, giving up the sharp hit balls to the outfield, walking people. Mark Lemke, batting 3-3-3. Pitch to Lemke. 65. Home run pitcher -3. 4-8. Barely misses that one. That's a fly ball to center field. Pulls it in. Gets out of the inning. Manager's not liking what he's seeing. He's just getting rough to run right now. Still only a 3-0 game, but the Cubs are being no hit so far. Vizcaína comes up. He's been hot so far this season. Pitch to Vizcaína. 31. That's going to be a single that breaks up the no-hitter. And the Cubs' first base runner. Matt Wildbeck, catcher. Got a good hit and run, so we're not going to try and do anything with him. Pitch to him, 21. That's going to be a strikeout. Another strikeout for Avery. And that'll bring up Greg Hibbard. Hibbard, the pitcher. He's a good bunter. I'm going to go ahead and try and bunt him. The sacrifice hit is good. What you do on a bunt, you roll 2 dice. They got to come in under his rating. He rolled a 2 and a 3 here, so that's under a 5. So that's a good bunt to the first baseman. So it's going out 3-4 with the runner going to second. Sacrifice hit 3-4. Willie Wilson. Willie Wilson batting 100 so far. Flew out his last time up. 2 outs. Runner on second. Trying to get a run back here. Willie Wilson, 37-year-old, batted 258 in real life. 14's a pitch to him. Out X is not going to get it done. It's a fly ball to the center field. And this side is retired. All right, brings up Steve Avery for the second time. He singled his first and only time up this season so far. Pitch to Avery. 64 is an out. Fly ball to center field. Still getting them balls flying to the center field, even from the pitcher. Just not sharp. Otis Nixon singled and grounded out. Pitch to Nixon is a 14. Out X. Out 6-3. Can he get a 1-2-3 inning? That was a nice. That's only his second, third. He's got a few infield outs. It's just been a while. He's been getting knocked around. Jeff Blauser, he was hit by a pitch and singled and scored. Pitch to Blauser, 35. Not going to get out of the season unmolested. We got a single right there. So Ryan Gant will come up with 1-on, 2 out. Pitch to Gant, 22. Another single? No, that's going to be a walk. Lots of trouble here. Lots of trouble. He is not going to last long. Terry Pendleton, homered and grounded out. Pitch to Pendleton with 2-on, 2 out. 46. Ballpark, 4. Woo, that's going to be a double. All runners score. And we are having a lot of trouble here with Hibbard. All runners score. That's now a 5-0 game. Lofty 12.27 ERA. Opponents are batting 4.21 against him. David Justice, homered and doubled so far. I'm going to leave him in there to pitch to him. I really need to try and get some innings out of him. 44 is not going to happen. It's going to be a single. That's going to plate Pendleton. I'm going to have no choice but to take him out here soon. I would like to try and get 5 out of him, but it's just not happening. Wow. 6 runs, 9 hits. I got to get him out of there. That's all there is to it. I'll go ahead and bring the pitcher in the ninth position. So, oh man, it's too early for this, but we got to. 4th inning. Got no choice. 4th inning. The Cubbies. Bautista, Castillo, McElroy, Plesac, they all came in this early in the game. So we'll roll to see who it is. It's going to be Jose Bautista coming in. He's going to take over ninth slot in the batting order. He's got poor stuff. Oh boy. But he had a good whip this season. 10 wins, 3 losses, 2 saves, 58 games played. 1 complete game and 7 starts. He really had a good season. I don't have a whole lot to go on there, but I do remember him. He's a pretty damn good pitcher. So even with poor stuff, he's got minimal walks. Some of these guys, when they have poor stuff, they have all walks and all singles. So this really isn't bad for a guy that's got poor stuff. So let's get Bautista in over here too. NP going to be batting ninth. Bautista. He's already pitched 2 innings, 2 scoreless innings, but he did walk 3. He had a little bit of control problem. Hopefully he's not going to have that trouble here. Brian Hunter against Bautista. We're looking for that 3rd out. Pitch to Hunter. 25. TL single. He's a righty. That's going to be an out. Popped up to the 3rd baseman. Get out of the inning, but now they find themselves down by 6. Out P5. Wow, what a start. Ray Sanchez up against Steve Avery. He's not struggling. Avery isn't. Pitch to Sanchez is a 66. That's going to be a single. Sanchez is actually kicking it out a little bit. And that's his first of the season. Mark Grace will come up. Mark Grace is batting 429. He's a good hit and run batter. Sanchez can steal on a 10. I'm going to go ahead and hit and run him. And that's going to be a ground out to the first baseman. Runner advances to second, so that's going to be a 3 unassisted. Grace moves the runner, but we can't be playing small ball. We got to be getting some runs across here. Candy Maldonado flew out the center his last time up. Pitch to Maldonado. 22. That's going to be an out. If he didn't have such a bad batting average, that would have been some kind of a hit. Line out to the pitcher, double play. If the defensive roll D20 is a 2, it's a 16. So that's just going to be a line out to the pitcher. All right. Sammy Sosa steps to the plate. He struck out his last time up. He's batting .222 on the season. Had 33 home runs this season. Pitched to him. 1-1 is going to be an out. Not quite enough to do it. That's usually a hit for somebody too, but not in this instance. Flies it out to center field, and that is the end of the inning. And the Cubbies are continuing to struggle on both ends. Greg Olson will step up against Bautista. Pitch to Olson. 25 is going to be an out. 6-3. He's pitching well even with bad stuff. And bring up Mark Lemke. Mark Lemke flew out and lined out. Pitch to Lemke is going to be a 32. 32 is an out. 4-3. This game, it's all about getting the rolls. You're not getting the rolls, you're in trouble. Steve Avery flew out and singled so far. Pitch to Avery is going to be a 25. Out X, he's going to 1-2-3 him for the first time. The Braves go down 1-2-3 and a line out to the right fielder. And we are done with that inning. Steve Buechele Batting 250, trying to get the Cubbies going here. See if they can mount some kind of a comeback. Couple runs, one run, 2 runs at a time. 51. 13's not within the KD range, so we're checking for a defensive error. That's a shortstop check, and we have no E there. The 20 is well above his error rating, so that's going to be an out 6-3. Jose Vizcaino, single the last time up. Pitch to him. 54. 1 is within the KD rate. He strikes out. Don't even make it to the KD chart. I mean, not the KD chart, the 54 chart, the defense chart. Matt Welbeck, the catcher, struck out last time. Pitch to him. 22 is going to be an out. All these guys with the low batting averages. F to 8. 1, 2, 3 go to Cubbies again, and Avery's just mowing them down. It's hard not to, and they have these pretty piss poor batting averages. Jose Bautista going for another inning here. He could do that easy. Putting in some good numbers since he's come in. So I'll keep him in ride that horse as long as I can. Against Otis Nixon. Nixon single, grounded out twice. 44. He's going to single this time and try to steal base. 18. Rolls a 12. Otis Nixon will steal that base. Single and a steal. Jeff Blauser, he's been hot. Singled twice, scored twice, was hit by pitch. Blauser's going to take the pitch. 42. 42 is going to be a walk. I jinxed him, didn't I? So we got 2-1, nobody out for Ryan Gant. Ryan Gant's batting 273. Roll. 52. KD, we're checking for defensive error. Shortstop. There is an error this time. That's a one-base error, E6. Bases loaded, nobody out. I'm going to try and get him through this inning. Pendleton. I'm going to bring the infield in, just try and stop some bleeding here. 35. I must not have clicked it right. 35. 35, 35, 35. It's blank and a single. Jesus. Right fielder. They're going to hold at third, but can run with risk to score 1-3. He's not going to do that, so we're just going to go ahead and single. That puts another run in. I think Bautista he has not shown any signs, so we're just going to, maybe it's early in the season, he doesn't have his strength on yet, so we're just going to go ahead and take him out. Didn't want to do that. I'll replace Welbeck the catcher while we're doing it, make a double switch. So we got Rich Wilkins. I think he's my only. Now we got Steve Lake too. Steve Lake's nothing. Let's get Lakers some playing time. 2-9. We'll take Welbeck out, and we'll put the pitchers in the 8th position. Who are we going to bring in here? It is the 6th inning. Damn, we're on a third pitcher already. And it's calling for Bautista again, but it's not going to be. Chuck McElroy's the big one, right? In this, he's the one they usually call in, and that's who it's going to be. Chuck McElroy coming in, batting 8th. All right, so we got Laker coming in. New pitcher, defensive replacement, 9th catcher, Lake. And we've got batting 8th, McElroy. McElroy is not pitched yet. McElroy is pitching with average stuff. He's a 1.610 whip, 49 games pitched. Only pitched 47 innings, so I'll just bring him in one and done, and see what we got. 2-2's his record. Pitch to Justice. We've got nobody out still. Bases loaded. One in. What a way to come into a game. Do I want to try to play in? Or I want to try and play for the double play? Let's try and play for the... He doesn't hit it a whole lot of double plays, though. Let's try and play in. 14. 14's going to be an out X. Of course it is. Fly ball to right field doesn't matter. Runners in second and third advance, so that's going to score another run. Sacrifice to 9. And another runs in. It is now an 8-0 ball game with one out. Runners on the corners for Brian Hunter. Still looking for his first hit of the season. Pitch to him. 12. Going to be an out. Pop up to the catcher. They're not going anywhere. So McElroy's actually coming out of this good so far. If you can just get that third out. All right, Greg Olson. Greg Olson to pitch to Olson. 31. That's going to be a single. Didn't get that out he needed. Runner only advances to second, but another run crosses the plate. It is now a 9-0 ball game for Mark Lemke. And Lemke's going to take the pitch. 14 is going to be out X. That should be out of there. Center field fly ball, and they get out of the inning. But that was a bad, bad inning for him as the Braves put 3 more runs across chasing another pitcher. Steve Lake came in for Wahlbeck on the double switch. He has not batted yet this season. And you got to come in and face Avery for that first at bat. Very nice. 41. He would normally get a walk, but Lake doesn't walk much, so he gets an out. That's an out 6-3. 1 down. Avery is not having any trouble. Willie Wilson flew out twice. Pitch to Wilson. 32. That's going to be a double. And they finally touch up Avery for a little bit. That's only their third hit of the game. And a long way to come back. Ray Sanchez, 1 on, 1 on second. Pitch to Sanchez. 31. That's going to be a single. Maybe they can get a run here. Yep, scores a WIA arm for the center fielder. He is a weak arm. So Wilson's going to go ahead and score. We got Sanchez on first. Cubbies are mounting a little bit of something here. They finally cracked the defenses of Avery a little bit. Mark Grace comes up. He is batting 375. He is a good hit and run batter with Sanchez on first. I'm going to try a hit and run. We get a check dice roll 61 for a K. And it is. So it's going to be a strikeout. And the base runner's got a steal -6. Ouch. What a 4. He did, though. Damn, strikeout and stolen base. Grace goes down swinging. That's the thing you got to watch for with the hit and runs is you take a chance on that. So you really don't want to hit and run unless your guy on first can steal good because it's usually a -6 penalty. Candy Maldonado. 2 out, 1 across, runner on second. Need a clutch hit here. Lined out and flew out. Pitch to Maldonado. 66 is going to be a problem. That's going to be a double. Another run's going to cross the plate. And the Cubbies are actually mounting a little something here. That's 2 across now. 9-2 ball game. Avery starting to feel a little bit of pressure here. Sammy Sosa up with a runner on second. Sosa is batting 200 so far. He struck out and flew out this game so far. Pitch to him is a 62. That is going to be an out. Ground ball 4-3, and they are out of the inning, but the Cubbies get 2 back. All right, that's going to bring out a new pitcher. McElroy only usually pitches less than an inning. He's a middle reliever. They may come in for a couple of innings. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. No, that's Sosa, though. I'm just going to go ahead and bring in a pitcher in the 8th slot. I'm not going to pull out Sosa. I could pull out Maldonado at left field. Maybe I'll do that. Let's pull out Maldonado on left field. Who do we got here? Derek May. He can come in left field. That's a good swap. I'll take that. 7. 7-8 from Maldonado. Let's go put the pitchers in the fourth position. New pitcher, 7th, 8th. Derek May. Wrong, wrong, wrong. All right, Derek May. Let's go bring the pitchers in the fourth. Who are we going to bring in? 7th inning. Usually it's Bob Scanlon time or Dan Plesac. It's going to be Dan Plesac. Dan Plesac batting fourth. All right, Plesac going back and clean up. All right, he's already pitched an inning. Got a walk and a strikeout. He'll be facing Avery. Plesac comes in. He's got poor stuff. Wow. Cubbies can't catch a break this game. 57 games pitched, 63 innings. He can stick in there a while. 1.530 whip, 2-1 record. Pitch to Avery. Avery gave up a little bit last. You know what? Before we act on that pitch, let's go check out Avery can face 5 more batters. I'm keeping him in there. 23 on Avery is going to be a strikeout. Plesac gets a strikeout for his first batter. Otis Nixon is singled twice, scored and grounded out, lined out. Plesac to Nixon. 55. He's going to get a single plus plus here. That means he can try and steal 2 bases. First steal is a 6. He steals second. Second steal is a 3. He steals third. And that brings up Blauser. Pitch to Blauser. 41. That's going to be a walk. Going to run out of pitchers the way we're going here, Cubbies. Runners on the corners for Ryan Gant. Gant has reached on there, walked, scored twice, flown out twice. Pitch to Gant. 65. That's not going to be pretty. That's a home run. Plesac did not have it. 12-2. Do I try to keep him in there for another batter? I don't know. I can't keep throwing pitchers in here. Oh, boy. I'll let him face Pendleton. Daggone. They're getting humiliated. 56. That's going to be a strikeout. He's going to strike out the side but give up 3 runs doing it if he keeps this up. David Justice, will give him Justice too. Pitch to Justice, lefty on lefty. 53. KD, no, we got to go check the defense for a range. Third base, no out as we roll at 20. That is not less than anybody's rate. So, oh, the Cubbies can't catch a break. That is a double. The Cubbies cannot catch a break. That's the 15th hit for the Braves. Cubbies are in serious danger starting the season 0-3. Brian Hunter up with a runner on second, 2 down. Pitch to Hunter is a 22. That's going to be an out. He wasn't such a poor batter. 4-3. And they get out of it, but it was not pretty as the Braves put up another 3 spot. They put up 4 innings. They put up 3 runs now. Steve Buechele facing Avery. Probably be Avery's last inning. Pitch to Buechele, 35 is an out. 6-3. And that will bring up Jose Vizcaino. His first singled and struck out. Pitch to him, 24. That's going to be a hit by pitch, 1-3. -5. He can't be hit by the pitch, so that's an out. 6-3. 2 down. And that'll bring up Derek May, who just came in. He's got 2 at-bats on the season. Pitch to May. 65. Oh, he's going to pop a homer out. Avery don't give up many, but he just gave up one to May. And May comes in first hit of the game, third at-bat of the season, pops a home run. And Cubbies are only got 9 more runs to score. Alrighty, Steve Lake. Steve Lake came in a part of a double switch. 65 for him, too. 65s are alive. This time the 14's too high, so it's going to be an out. That's going to be an out grounder, 4-3. And we go into the 8th inning now. We'll definitely be pulling Plesac. He was not effective. I'm going to go ahead and we could double switch, but I'm not going to. Um, I'm going to go ahead and bring the pitcher into the 4th slot. We're only getting an inning out of him anyway. 8th inning. 8th inning is usually Plesac or Scanlon. More often Plesac than Scanlon, but he's already been out. We got to re-roll because Batista's already been in. Randy Myers, probably a little early for Myers yet. I'm going to go ahead and roll again until we get. I'm going to bring Scanlon in. McElroy's already pitched. Myers I don't want till the 9th inning. Plesac's always pitched. Bautista's always pitched. It's Scanlon. New pitcher Scanlon. He's going to come in on the 4th. All right, Scanlon has not pitched yet. All right, his stuff is going to be average. Scanlon 70 games, 75 innings pitched, 1.420 whip, 4.5 is his record. Pitch to Olson, 41. That's going to be a walk. Oh, they are not getting rolls. I feel bad for teams who are on these runs. They just can't get anything going their way. Mark Lemke is 0 for 4 this game. Got a runner on first. He is a good hit and run man. They really don't need the strategy, but I'm going to put it on. We're going to hit and run with him. Home run A, B grade single through the vacated hole. Runners advance 2 bases. So, actually, we don't need to do that, but it's too late now. Single, there we go. Works out just the same. Single for Lemke. Olsen the third. That brings up Avery. Avery is 1 batter left. I'm not going to spoil the day. He's been sharp, but he's given up some runs, so I'm going to go ahead and pinch hit for him against a righty. Francisco Cabrera. He has not batted yet this season. Cabrera's going to come in and bat 9th. All right, Cabrera batted 241 in real life. The pitch from Scanlon, 32. 32 is going to be an out. Popped up to the catcher. I don't usually see them. That's twice this game we've seen them. Pops up to the catcher. That is out. 2 out. No, 1 out. 2 on. Runners on the corners. Otis Nixon. 3 singles. Scored twice. Grounded out twice. Pitch to Nixon. 21. K1 to 5. Not going to do it. That's going to be an out. Grounded to shortstop. Fielder's choice at second base. An S-armed second base is this guy. And there's an ace. That's not going to happen. So we're going to get a 6-4 fielder's choice and another run scored. 13 to 3. Fielder's choice 6-4. All right, so that's got Nixon at first. Blauser, he has walked twice, singled twice, scored 4 times, and been hit by a pitch. No need to take him out. 32. 32 is going to be an out. A fly ball to center field. And the Braves get one more. Not a pitcher has been effective for the Cubbies, really. So let's see here. Where are we? Cabrera. Cabrera can play what? I forget. First base or a catcher. We're just going to go ahead and bring the pitcher into the ninth slot. No double switchies. So it is the bottom of the eighth. They're going to bring in Jay Howe. I think Howe was their closer, wasn't he? Yep, bringing him Jay Howe, ninth. Howe doesn't have a batter's card, so I'm just going to get rid of Cabrera. So I know when I go in there that I got to put somebody in that spot. Jay Howe, he comes in with average stuff, 54 appearances, 58 innings pitched, 1.102. No, he wasn't their closer. 1.102 WHIP and a 3.3 record. Pitch to Wilson, 55. Wilson's going to get a triple. Wow. Ray Sanchez with a runner on third, nobody out. Pitch to Sanchez, 25. That's going to be an out. Fly out to right field. Runner's going to score. He is not slow, so that's a sacrifice 9. And it's now a 13-4 game. Mark Grace, nobody on. Pitch to Grace, 53. 9 is not in the KD, so we're looking at a range play. Third baseman. That's going to get through, too. That's a single. Single through third. Couldn't make the play. Grace is on. Bob Scanlon, the pitcher, would definitely pitch hit for him. Against the righty for the Cubs, Dwight Smith. And he's going to be batting fourth. I'll take Scanlon out of here so I don't forget. Dwight Smith. He has batted once. He's actually got a double, 2 RBIs in his one plate appearance this season so far. So he's had a good start to his season. Batted 300 in the season. Played 111 games. Pitched to Smith. 23. Not this time. He strikes out. 2 down. 2 down with a runner on first. Sammy Sosa. Pitch to Sosa. 36. Going to be an out. Pop it up to the catcher. Or not catcher, shortstop. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that sometimes. And they go down. So, do I want to make any switches? Dwight Smith. He can play right. I'm going to go ahead and bring him in a right field. I'll go ahead and take out Sosa, put the pitchers into the fifth slot. Going to be the ninth inning. Let's go ahead and do that switch right now. Defense, Sosa for Smith. And then we'll put the new pitcher in the fifth slot. Yep, new pitcher in the fifth slot. And that's the ninth inning. That's going to be Randy Myers. Definitely not a save appearance for Myers. He's pitched once, one inning already, giving up a hit and a strikeout. Definitely not a relief. I mean, a save situation here. Comes into the fifth slot. Why am I showing Randy? Oh, I already have him in there. Duh. I didn't do it over here. Myers will come in fifth. Myers does have a card. So we'll go ahead and do that. Randy Myers. Okay, 73 games pitched, 75 innings pitched. Whip of 1.210. Two wins, four losses, 53 saves. Outstanding year for him. See if he can just make it even look decent for today. Because the Cubby pitchers have been. McElroy pitched one scoreless inning, and that is it. Everybody else has been poor. So let's see what Buechel can do here. No, not Buechel. Let's see what Gant can do against Myers. Gant and Myers. That's a nice matchup. Myers has average stuff today. Pitched for Myers, 56. Should be a strikeout, and is. Pendleton. Pendleton's batting 462. He's had a game. He is a triple away from the cycle. He's got a homer, a double, a single, a strikeout, and a ground out. Scored twice. Pitch to Pendleton. 1-1. That's out. 5-3. Not getting the cycle today. And then brings up David Justice. David Justice is a triple away from the cycle. He's got a homer, a double, two singles, and a sacrifice fly. Pitch to Justice is a 41. That's going to be a walk. They don't even want to play games with him. They put him on base as a freebie. And go straight to Brian Hunter, who is 0 for 5. I'm going to leave him in there. Pitch to Hunter, 63. That's going to be a strikeout. And the Cubbies, bottom of the ninth, down by 9. Can they do it? Steve Buechel batting 200 so far against Jay Howe. Do I want to keep Jay Howe in there? No, he usually only pitches one inning. He's only got two batters faced left he can do. I'm going to go ahead and take him out. Jay Howe for the Braves. Do I want to do any double switching just in case? Yeah, why not? Let's get a first baseman in there. Brian Hunter hasn't been sharp. Who do we got here? We got Sid Bream, who is the normal first baseman. Cabrera, but he already was in. We'll bring Bream in. That's going to be a 3-9, taking the pitcher slot. And the pitchers will take over the 6th slot. Till McGriff comes in. And the pitcher's going to take the 6th slot. That pitcher is going to be Kent Merker. That's their closer. And not that you really need him here, but I guess they're going to get him some work. Merker is not pitched yet. He's going to come in the 6th slot. And Merker comes in with average stuff. 43 games pitched. Not the closer. For some reason I was thinking he's the closer. Who was the Braves closer that year? And now I'm curious. Look at the pitching list. A Bedrock. I think Michael was a setup. Oh, Mike Stanton too. Bedrock and Stanton. Probably is just Stanton. All right, Kent Merker is coming in. 43 games pitched, 66 innings pitched, 1.33 win at whip, 3 wins, 1 loss. Got average stuff. Facing Buechel. Has not pitched yet, so against Buechel, here comes the pitch. 31, single for Buechel, so it's not over yet. Jose Vizcaino. He singled, struck out, and grounded out. Pitch to him. 63. That's going to be a strikeout. And that brings up Derek May, who homered in his only appearance so far this game. He is now 1 for 3 on the season. Pitch for May. 41. That's going to be a walk. They don't want to deal with him. And that brings up Steve Lake. Steve Lake has grounded out twice since coming in. Pitch to Laker. 24. That's an out X. That's going to be a ground out to second baseman. Runners are going to advance. And that brings up Willie Wilson. 2 out. 2 on. Wilson, pitch from marker 25. That's going to be an out. Pop up to the third baseman. Finally, the devastation is over. The Cubs can kind of sneak out of the park. It wasn't even close ever since the beginning. The Braves win it 13-4. Sweep the series. Avery gets the win. There is no save. Hibbert will take the loss, and that was a horrible game on the behalf of the Cubbies. Horrible game. 13 runs, 16 hits for the Braves. 4 runs, 9 hits, and an error for the Cubs. Avery picks up his first win. Hibbert gets his first loss with a lofty 14.73 ERA, and the Braves are now 3-0. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Fall Classic Baseball, and that was the Braves trouncing all over the Cubbies on the 7th of April, 1993. Thanks for joining me. See you guys later.